Hello
Hello.
and welcome to Dungeon Finders, a show about neither dungeons nor finding them.
There are no dungeons. They're lying to you. There are dungeons here.
You done?
No.
It's a massive conspiracy. Are you trying to shut up the whistleblowers?
Are you trying to shit up the truth? What
Thought
happened
we
to
established
democracy?
this isn't a democracy. This
Truth
is a
is relative.
fascist dictatorship.
Dictator-
Joseph, I will.
Time to overthrow fascism.
Toss me.
Okay. Toss me. Use me as a weapon.
When last we left our heroes,
You explain.
they had found and talked to the woman Lex, who they found in the dungeon. They went to her house, met her brother. They learned a little bit of information, then went to a tavern. At that tavern, Tolo decided to join the band. Greg is being judged by the Greg because he keeps insisting on correcting my pronunciation, even though I pronounced it exactly how he just did. Was being judged by the employees of the tavern. Balayasa and Robert went and looted, basically looted the rooms. Balayasa was looking around. That's what Robert was doing.
Don't forget
Then-
they traumatized two children.
Then, Yasa was cornered by members of the Moralum Syndicate, and then met their leader. And that is where we will begin. Jacob, you have just finished explaining to the prince what you have learned. They neglected to tell you where they were going. So, what's your plan?
They didn't tell me where they're going. So I am going back to the Professor Kane,
Mm-hmm.
and see if she's gotten any new information. Kane, that's right. See if she's gotten any new information since yesterday.
So, you go back to the school. As you walk onto the campus, you notice several students gathered in small crowds and are telling stories to each other. As you walk by and you're let in, sent up to her office. And you find her in her office. It's half laboratory, half real office. She's currently has a bunch of testing on the jar with the heart right now, and is currently examining it as you walk in. She doesn't notice you. She doesn't notice you. You enter in. Oh, hello, Mr. Edwards.
Every time. Any new information?
It is difficult to find, to glean what exact beholder caused this. I'm getting close. It will take me just a few more hours.
Would this help? And I'll pull out the eye.
Is that what I think it is?
That is not the eye of a pig. No.
It is the eye of the beholder.
One. Yeah.
May I? She's like, Where did you find this?
I'm in a very dangerous place.
I can certainly use it to potentially narrow down whether this is the beholder that caused this, and perhaps I can find a name from that. Thank you. This will help a lot.
Didn't really find anything. Any other sigils, right? Like carvings.
Found carvings. You found the skeleton of a mind flayer.
Yes, that's what it was. So what have
This heart was cursed a long time ago.
Okay.
But the curse didn't fully come into effect until recently.
were there any notable events that happened recently
Well, the
outside of the family dying?
not that I know of.
And how old are the prince and princess?
Um, the prince is. I think I wrote this down. The princess is 16. The prince is 22.
Potentially some age. So, do you know how such a curse could be, say, asleep for so long?
Perhaps it had some sort of activation requirement, some event or word or something like that.
The prince is 22. Princess. 20.
Yep.
What was her name again?
Elsmira.
Oh, that's right. Basically, it's worth a look. Get back in a couple hours, I suppose.
Okay.
Immediately going back to the prince
Mm.
to ask their birthday.
Doesn't matter.
It might, specifically your sister.
He tells you because I don't have.
Does it coincide much with a little bit before their parents died, or their mother died?
The father died first.
Yes. And I poked at the mother's body. Right?
Yeah. Yes. It was very. They were in very close, like within a week.
You see what my train of thought is? I can explain it. My train of thought is that this curse was somehow connected to. It wasn't going to activate until the prince and the princess were both of age.
Mm-hmm.
That's the train of thought I'm following. And if the birthday lines up much. Do you have any idea where the rest of my companions went?
Um,
Because they
they
did not tell me.
interrogated the woman you found down there. Did you tell the prince? And as far as I know, they're still in there.
So did they ask? Was I present during the interrogation?
No, you were
Okay.
talking to the prince.
Well, I'm gonna go ask her a few questions of my own that may or may not have already been asked, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So you go in, and they're not there. She's just
Paint the table. This is interrogation. Okay.
Yeah. Oh joy, more people. No, you just left her there.
I have a few questions.
What?
Put her in a
Obviously,
different
Oh,
cell.
sorry. She's in a cell right
not
now.
there.
She's in a cell.
I'm able to ask my question.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize if you've already been asked these questions, but I need to actively answer these.
Uh-huh.
How long were you down there?
Not very long. Before
Like,
you found me.
A couple hours? Days?
Yeah, a couple hours.
What was her name again? I think I was there.
Lex.
Lex, Lex. Okay. Sent down there to look for apparition things.
Yep.
Who?
I can't say.
Either one.
Can't. We established this. Oh, yeah.
Busy giving the report.
My
Always.
lips are sealed.
So, okay, sure. Can you tell me who it wasn't?
It wasn't the prince.
Was it someone who was part of the academy?
No.
Now I'm going to ask kind of an odd question. What were you doing, and how? I'm going to give however long it was since from the princess's birthday. What were you doing? 3 weeks
I was
ago.
robbing people.
Just a little pickpocket or a burglar.
I mean, they weren't always home at the time.
Sometimes you were a burglar.
Yeah.
How old does this girl look?
She is, she looks probably, how old does Jacob look?
Late 20s, early 30s?
She looks, probably around there.
Can you tell me how long ago you were approached to do this?
No.
Was it before or after? Whatever the date.
After.
And you were just down there looking for...
Anything apparition.
Were you told to drop the socks on?
Yep. Yeah.
What part of town is it that has the criminal syndicate?
Mm-hmm.
What section of town is that?
Cotton Town and Clearcliff.
Okay. So I don't remember the name of the bar that his family owned.
Mm-hmm.
Got to write that down. Close to there.
My lips are sealed.
Wanting answer. Um. Kind of help. It's a relatively new job that she's given.
Mm-hmm.
Only been down there a couple hours. So presumably she was given it pretty recently. Can you tell me when you were given the job? Last couple days? Just has she been searched?
Yes. She didn't have anything on her. Thank you.
Can you tell me what entrance you used to get down to the catacombs?
No.
Is this lip sealed or you just don't want to?
I just don't want to.
I'm going to assume you didn't use the same entrance.
No.
At all. Can you tell me if you see can see the castle from that entrance?
Yeah.
Question for the DM: can you see the castle from basically anywhere in town?
Yes. That narrows it down at all. To
Uh,
inside the city.
Yeah. Well, it narrows it down.
Very slightly, but yes.
Well,
Which you can see from outside the
being
city,
just
too.
as helpful as I thought you would.
Pretty sure you can see from outside the city too.
So,
Probably not.
did my wonderful compatriots tell you where they went for some reason?
I think they went to my house. They asked for my address.
Where's that?
She tells you the address.
You size.
How far away is that?
Not, it. I know I have exactly where, or at least what district it is. I just need to get to
Because
the.
I'm in the castle ward right now.
Mhm. It was in Missgate.
Okay. Oh, you've been very unhelpful.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your day.
I will.
And I'm going. to
We're
that
retracing our steps until eventually he gets to you guys. And you're gonna show up right in the nick of time as they're talking to the big bad. And
To be fair, my debriefing for the prince would not have taken
as long.
12 hours or however long.
It did. I mean, that's not how long.
Been gone out of your presence for half an hour.
I know.
Maybe half an hour. At most an hour.
Well,
Yeah, live sessions can take that long.
regardless, I'm going to that address.
You go to that address. The door opens. You see a 12-year-old boy standing there. What?
So there are a bunch of idiots that came here.
Yeah.
Where did they
Excuse
go?
me.
Tavern.
Which one?
The big
The
one.
one across town.
The big one.
One.
Blailburn's Rest. It is the biggest and
The one right in
most.
front of the castle.
Yep. It is the biggest tavern in town.
Cool.
You look. You're like.
I'm gonna toss him a silver piece. Dinner's on me.
He says the big one, and you're like,
Yeah, I kind of toss him a silver piece. So dinner's on me.
thanks. Slams the door shut.
Grumble my way back to the castle.
Has no. Before. Potentially. Twice.
Yeah.
And you enter the tavern. It's basically a mix between like a club with a bunch of people dancing, and it's basically a club bar with an inn built on top of it. And you see Tolo standing in the band, and what is Tolo
I
playing?
look out
His
the
lyre.
door across the way to the castle.
You also see at the bar, you see Greg standing there being berated by a couple of the employees, who are all dwarves, by the
You
way.
can tell that Greg is Greg.
You said it.
You're messing me up, man. You're saying it wrong. It's just completely so. He's not even paying attention. Glazed over. Just.
I'm gonna walk up to the stage. Not on the stage, but just up to the foot of it.
Can you perform?
Faceless Bard, I need to talk to you. In the middle of your song or whatever.
He continues playing as if he didn't notice you.
Uh-huh. When a thaumaturgy, like the sound of the string snapping.
And it echoes throughout the entire tavern. The band stops playing. Looking at their instruments, was it them?
Uh-huh.
I thought
Wait.
I turned you one of their strings.
You know, it doesn't actually break it, right?
Yeah.
It just
No,
makes
it
the
doesn't.
sound.
It just
of
makes
it.
the very loud sound.
The one of them does look at you and just, who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? I just saved this show.
Faceless Bard, I need to talk to
my
you.
God. I expect pay by the end of the night.
No, you're not on the. You're
You
not
don't
part of
work
the band.
here.
We don't pay you. You don't have a contract.
You don't work here.
Dog, can someone call the guards?
Faceless
Security!
Bard,
On aisle
I'm
5.
standing right in front of the stage, just yelling.
And I hop off on the
Faceless
stage.
Bard.
What? Where have you been?
I was doing the job.
God, for so long.
What's going on? Why are you running around tormenting children?
We needed information.
Okay.
And we thought that the children might have information.
They didn't, did they?
They knew some things that we didn't. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
where to find a good piece of bread in the trash.
Oh.
They knew something about the
Maybe
quote
worse
people
than
with the
traumatizing a
masks or
child.
something like that.
No.
You
No,
Yeah.
not me.
don't have a mask anyway. It's just cloth.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I don't know. Ask Ayas or Robert.
I
They'll
don't know
probably
where either of them are. All I see is that man over there being attacked by a bunch of dwarven.
I totally lost them.
Anything else?
I'm grabbing you by the forearm,
Gruff.
dragging you over to the
I have
bar.
no scruff.
That's
You
close.
have cloth.
If
I
you
do have
just
fun.
grabbed the back of his cloth and pulled, all of it
I
would just
have him
come
by
off.
here. Squishier than that because it's just cloth. But
Greg is just looking deadpan.
what is going on? Why not leave you guys alone for 20 minutes?
Listen, we were also trying to do more
Thank
of the job.
Sorry, dude. We were looking for information.
Uh huh.
We found some.
Did you go check by the heart that I dropped off?
But that was your thing.
But it's still part of the job.
I didn't understand. We learned who could have possibly done it.
Okay.
The math team. We know a letter. We know who could have. We know a letter. Approved.
You
could have possibly.
know a letter.
What is the letter?
I know the whole name.
Yes. Now you do.
We both know the whole name, sir.
What is
Stop
what
I
is
mean, you know the first name.
L?
An M.
M.
Wearing a mask.
Okay.
It's a group of masked people. They sent. You probably talked to Lex.
Yes. She gave me zero
She
information.
can't.
Yes, but she also chose not to give me some information that she could have,
Also normal. Yes.
such as where she got into the catacombs. All I know is it's inside.
Well,
the
we
city
went
limits.
through the rest of it with her, and we didn't find an exit. Other exit.
Probably one of the caved-in sections. Honestly. Because
Probably.
we passed a couple of those, so
Probably caved in after her and her compatriots went in.
she part of that road.
Yes.
Yes, she was.
Okay, well, where are the others?
They didn't tell me. They don't tell me things.
There might be around here somewhere.
With these
They have
dwarves.
abandoned me.
And these dwarves
I'm not paying.
I'm talking to you.
have been berating me for the past 30 minutes.
What did he do?
Scottish, sorry.
Goldish.
What did he do?
He owns a tavern.
Yeah.
Above.
What, competitors? Is that what?
They hate that I'm not a part of the Merchants Guild.
You
Oh.
see,
Go away! I have patrons to deal with!
Punt him across
we
the
have
bar.
5.
You
Other
have
bartenders.
patrons to deal with, gesturing at the band.
What are you doing? They go over to the band. They're like,
What are you
Grabbing
doing?
one of them
by the
points
forearm.
over at you.
Grabbing him by the forearm.
Sorry, you lost your best performer.
The former's right here.
Who are you?
Oh,
Stop being
because
the
it looked
face.
like I had everybody up.
Stop
in
trying to make a face for the
Doing
faceless
a
bard.
jig.
Stop being the faceless bard and start being the mouthless bard.
Well, he is.
No, he has a mouth.
Regardless, do you know where the large stitched up one is? And the I don't know what he looked
They
like.
went upstairs.
What did he look like?
I don't know what
He
he looked
looked like a guard.
When I last saw him, I don't
What?
remember what he looked
What
like.
No,
did
he
look
looked like a fisherman. Uh-huh.
Like a fisherman.
He looked like some generic fish.
But with
Uh,
a nice mustache.
Regardless,
He
I mean,
wants
he
to
didn't
know.
at the time.
He lets
going,
everyone-
I'm going upstairs to look.
He lets everyone know that it's a nice day for fishing.
Aident.
All right, going to find the rest of them. Do I have to roll something?
No.
Okay.
You head up as you are all 3 of you heading upstairs.
I'm not giving those two an option.
I'm
I
following
have the
you
So,
anyway.
so you 3 go
I'm following
upstairs.
you
I have the dad grip at the back of the
Um,
neck.
And you see at the other end of the hallway 3 people wearing leather armor and masks. 4 of them actually. One of them is standing in front of him. The other ones are nearby Ayasa. They're at the near other end of the hallway, but they're facing the other direction, while Ayasa and Robert are facing your direction. So you 2 see them.
You let
Oh,
go
cool. I
now.
can see them.
Can you let go now?
You're here in your head. Don't come any closer. This could get dirty.
Yeah,
really
I'm
quick.
stopping as soon as I hit the top of the stairs and just letting go. I'm putting myself between Polo and the stairs. That he cannot immediately go back downstairs to try to
Escape.
make a mess.
Become the star of the show, you mean?
Yeah.
Care to explain why you were looking for me?
Are you looking at me?
Because he
looking
was
for-
the one talking to you.
Oh, that's right. We ended the session with the compelled duel and then walked
Oh,
back
I remember.
downstairs.
Sorry.
That's why I
So
was
you're
confused.
coming. You're walking that direction. Okay, I remember now. So you found me.
Yes.
Why?
What are you doing with the apparitions?
I'm not doing anything with the apparitions.
What is your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is my business, and you're interfering with it. So I politely ask you to stop. Can you do that? Or do I need to get in contact with your superiors?
Go ahead.
I'm sure the church would be very happy.
I will do what is necessary.
What is necessary is that you stop.
On whose orders?
I'm sure Saint Winterdahl I can get in contact with, if he's still around.
Go ahead. Hear that? I'm
Was that a block?
He looks over at one of the other members of the syndicate. Can you please head over to the Church of St. Winterdahl? Ask to speak with Kath. Thank you. And that one leaves.
Did he say that they were looking for aberrations? This conversation going
Yes.
on between their two heads, or
No, this is out loud.
why are you looking for my kin?
Is that what you are? Good to know.
Curious.
Yes, sir.
Why are you pursuing this?
You have nefarious goals.
You don't know that.
I know your goals are not for the betterment.
Of who?
Society in general.
Who
The
are you
fact
to
that you
decide
seek to
that?
you killed the king and queen. Or your
No, I didn't.
subordinates did.
None of my subordinates killed the king or queen. And none of my subordinates, if they did, are alive. That would have done that.
Who placed the curse on the king and queen and the prince's family?
I would like to figure that out.
I recognize this voice song.
I think you may have heard it. At home.
Like,
When you were younger.
okay.
Probably never saw the person.
You were probably sent home sent to bed whenever, but you heard
The
heard
bed
this voice.
at sunrise.
It seems we are allies then. For we seek the same thing? Looks at Paladin.
Please confirm.
Please confirm this. I don't want to fight this man.
You would destroy us in
19 on
one
the
foul
inside.
swoop.
Roll an insight check? I can hear all this?
Sure.
I'm not going to because I have a negative.
Good.
22.
Sorry, I have a plus
Seems
one.
genuine.
If he's rolling. Okay, I was going to say. if
I'm
he's
getting my
rolling
dice out.
a deception check, I am helping him.
Ooh,
By saying, you're our ally, right?
Right?
Technically,
Yeah, right. We're allies.
I'm just getting the dice. My dice. Because I'll need it at some point.
So does this man know that the rest of us have come with this crazy?
He
You
can't
don't
see you. He can't see us.
It doesn't mean he doesn't know you're there.
Okay, sure.
But he's a rogue.
Yep.
I'm going to not quietly, but I'm going to gently continue walking forward.
With awesome scruff of our
No,
necks.
not anymore.
Get ready for a fight. Should I get ready for a fight?
As he starts walking forward, I turn my look directly at you. Please don't fight. You just hear in your head.
But Greg just.
Stopping about 30 feet shy.
I know. You just hear in your head. No fighting, please.
Should I get ready for
I
a
have a
fight?
bad feeling.
See, the thing is even if we all got like natural 20s, I don't even think we could kill this guy.
No, he's like level 16. And we're level 4?
So I'm going to attempt to disguise my voice.
You got a chance.
No.
The chances I roll really badly every time.
So I have my mask pulled up, so you can just see my eyes at this point. I'm going to attempt to disguise my voice.
And he's currently looking away.
Yeah.
Still looking at Ayasa.
Why do I know that voice?
How are you attempting to disguise it?
Basically that. Just.
You just. Oh yeah.
I'm not good at this. I'll roll a deception check.
Yeah.
Performance. It doesn't make a difference. Both zeros.
That's
15.
actually pretty nice. That's pretty decent.
Passive insight is 16.
Yeah, I know.
Why do I know that one?
Tell me.
Turns around. Or he like looks back.
Do I recognize the face?
There's a mask.
Okay.
Hi.
Do I recognize the mask?
It's Moralum Syndicate.
Do you know this person?
Edwards, is that you?
Do you know this person? Because he knows you.
One of them. Young Jacob. It's been a while. How have you been? On.
How I recognize.
Perhaps we should go somewhere more private. And he walks over, pulls out his lockpicks, unlocks one of the rooms, and goes in.
Do not.
Solo just.
Do not.
Enters the room.
Yeah.
One.
He has to make a wisdom save.
Oh, he
He's
does?
going for it. He can stay within 30 feet of you.
Yeah. He just opened like the nearest room, so it's still within 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
It only lasts for a minute.
I know.
So it's probably already gone.
Maybe, but still.
It's not gone for here for much longer.
Everything so far has pointed to these people at the very least having answers.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah.
It
Are
sounded.
there other people with them? Still,
There's him and then 3
There
others.
are 2 others outside.
I will look at the 2 others. Can I?
Consume you?
No.
Can I have a map,
No.
please?
You are not one of us.
No, you do not get your roll
If your boss go.
card. Or join.
I'm following.
Go with that cool dance.
Wary, but following. Knowing that I probably could do dog shit.
I'm gonna kind of up Jacob, like put on our mouth.
Yes.
Who said it was a bad idea?
Shut up.
Yes, it is a bad idea.
Would you have a plan?
Answers as best we can.
You have a plan of escape.
Don't
There are,
fight.
there are windows.
Death.
Most of us could probably
I'll keep the door
survive
open.
4th level spell, probably.
I'm going to stand up next
Most
to
of
the
us could
door.
probably survive a
That's
4th
assuming
level.
this rogue has 3rd level spells. He's a
He
rogue.
does. He's a sorcerer as well.
Well, he's definitely very good at picking locks at the very least. Regardless, I am stepping in.
I am stepping where the door is. Damn it, keeping it open.
He's putting himself in the doorway.
Yes.
Jacob, nice of you to join.
He's just sitting on the
You should
bed.
disguise yourself as Jacob.
That'd be really funny.
That would be really funny.
So, would you like to tell me how I know you?
What's his name
I
again?
know that you're an old family friend.
Malcars.
I don't know how.
His
You hear
name
in
is
your head.
Malkaris.
Well, never mind.
Are you in the room
So,
too?
how do I know that name? Or do I know that name?
Roll. Yes. No.
Nobility.
Memory check.
Just intelligence? Wisdom?
Yeah.
History?
Roll knowledge
Sure.
history.
History.
Roll knowledge
8.
investigation.
Like, for what, old family friend?
You could say that.
I'm your grandpa.
Definitely.
How's your father doing?
Oh,
We haven't talked in a while.
Too good for my taste.
Can I have a mass?
He's still kicking.
Why?
Yes.
That's a good reason.
A very good reason. I
I'm gonna
agree.
make a persuasion check on that.
No, that's just you can't.
Do you wish
No.
to join us?
Do I get a cool man?
No,
Do I
he
get a
does
cool
not.
mask?
So, and that is what I have mostly heard you.
Bad Bob. Bad Bob.
Here to divulge your secrets and hopefully painlessly for us.
No.
Worth an ask. Talking more privately. Someone has cursed the royal family.
Yes.
And we're all in here.
It's an old curse.
Mm-hmm.
Very old. And it only was recently activated
I think it was recent. I think it's been
a couple weeks ago, something like that. When did the queen die?
the king died
Years
of
ago.
the same curse years ago, and recently
Would
New-
you
the-
want to bet 6 years ago when the prince came of
The
age?
newly dead queen.
Yeah. So a couple, like last week, earlier this week.
Very recently. Very, very recently. Within
Would
the
it
past...
would it be unreasonable to assume that the king died about 6 years ago, give or take?
No.
So far, it's either really too coincidental. Because as soon as the male heir came of age, the king died. Female heir came of age, the queen died.
it's totally possible.
It's either a really weird coincidence or something has something to do with it. So,
However,
I'm
we do know that the prince and princess, as far as we know, have no idea what this is.
yeah, not in the slightest. They may not know that this is happening. They may be cursed as well, and as soon as their children, whoever ends up being the heir, it could be bloodline related to make sure that no one reigns for too long, which would be interesting. So I'm going to cut to the chase. What do you know about blood curses?
I've caused a few.
Okay. Any in the past decade?
Yeah.
The royal family? I'm assuming no.
No.
Because as much as you may not necessarily be for them, you are not necessarily against them.
Being openly against the royal family is not a good look.
Openly, the keyword. You still need civilization to exist as an under.
Yes. I'm not for the royal family, but
No, you don't have. You're not a negative wisdom boy. Correct. The other redemption paladin is the negative wisdom boy.
Correct.
I'm not
I'm gonna get
against the royal family. They are a necessary evil.
Yes. Sometimes so are you.
Yes.
Although
We have a
sometimes-
symbiotic relationship.
Although sometimes
Everyone-
you're more unnecessarily.
Evil.
But-
I played the role that I was made to play, as is everyone's duty.
But
In
what
this
role
city.
is that?
The villain.
Thorn. Thorn in the royal family side.
The
I mean,
royal family's job is to rule. The merchant's job is to sell, and my job is to be the monster under everyone's bed everyone hates.
Do you ever think about
real estate.
not doing that?
But why?
I am
Monsters are
just
good
playing with the cards I've been given.
I mean, but you could play a totally different game with those cards.
like
like-
blackjack.
Yeah, like there's a huge difference. Like
You're
it's
playing-
the same cards, but you could be playing poker or blackjack.
You're playing Go Fish. We're asking you to play poker or blackjack or
Check.
Texas Hold'em.
What's Texas?
Go
It's
fish.
just a type of poker.
War. We're asking you to
This
play
is
war.
the role I was. This is the role I am forced to play, so I will
Who's
play it
forced-
as best as I can.
Who's forcing you to play it?
Society.
Are they though?
I mean, okay. So, what role do you think I have?
Idiot.
I don't know who any of you are.
That's a lie, and you know that.
Except for you.
Okay, so what's his
You
role?
also probably know him, and I gesture to Greg.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
And you also know who this one is. At least know who the boss of this one is.
So
Do
anyway,
you
what's
see
there
their
are-
attire?
There are two people who you don't know, and there are two people who
Yes.
shouldn't exist.
what's
He,
Hey.
that
Hey.
isn't on the
Not
board.
talking to you.
what's Jacob's
I'm
role?
always on the board. You
You are
just
the
don't
board.
know we are a
What are you
player yet.
gesturing at me for?
What's his role? What do you think his role is?
His role is to
He knows
be the
he's been wrong,
hero
He's fine with it.
that defeats the evil villain.
Right, but what if he just chose not to do that?
Then what point does he have?
I don't know. He could go like,
He could open
Like-
his own business.
yeah, like start a farm or something.
You could buy a
If I
bar.
was going to open my own business, I would have just stayed with the family business.
Whatever. Well, philosophy's not my
But
thing.
that isn't the role he is playing. That isn't the role he was fated to play.
Decided to do this.
I didn't decide to do anything.
Right.
You're not deciding to be a leader of a crime
You
syndicate.
obviously are religious. Or superstitious at the very least.
Fate is a very real thing.
I am very stitious.
It's also a very religious thing.
To some.
To you.
Hey, dude.
Oh no, it's not a religious thing.
I don't think you know what he means by religion.
What do you mean?
It seems like, based on how many times you've said the word fate or fated in the past couple moments,
30 seconds.
it's an obsession of yours.
Doesn't make it religious.
All right.
Well,
A religion is just an official obsession.
So, religion, philosophy, and fate and destiny, whatever. All
Okay.
that,
Blah, blah,
all
blah.
that aside,
Yes.
blah blah.
what's going on?
Did you
what I'm
mention the
trying-
general's name? Robert
You mentioned two generals.
Yes.
Dothraki, right?
Yes.
Cool.
What's going on
I
here?
just wanted to make sure I had that
That's
written
what
down.
I'm trying to find out. I want to know why the queen is dead.
It's a beholder's curse.
I know that.
Yes.
I want to know why and who.
Well,
You want to know who's done your
I
job?
want to know who, what, when, where, and how.
Well, I can tell you approximately when it became active. I'm sure that you already know those. What's the point of telling you?
You think I don't already know these things?
When did the curse become active?
From what I know, the queen got sick very soon after the princess came of age.
Yes.
And then I looked back. Same thing with the king.
Your
Did it
grandparents
happen
died the
this
same way,
way?
didn't they?
Yes.
Did you happen to think it's about the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
This has been going on for generations.
So why? So do you believe that?
But it never became important to me. Because I didn't
So
care.
this is an odd question. The dungeon master.
Yes.
Okay. So the king and queen both died. Less than a week after their respective person became of age. Were the king and queen siblings?
No.
What?
Okay, thank goodness.
No, they were not.
I had to make sure.
Possibly.
That's
Oh
had
yeah,
to-
it's a very real
I had to
possibility.
check
but-
because royalty is weird.
Very
But,
weird.
Royalty is cringe.
Royalty is whack, bro.
Do you have a relationship with either of the remaining royalty? They know of you outside of a boogeyman under the bed.
No.
Did you have a relationship with their family?
Yes.
They knew of you.
I knew them. We had a working relationship.
They'd point you in the direction of someone who's being more of a thorn in their side than you are. Well,
The jealousy. Shit.
I believe that it might be time for them to make your acquaintance. We need to see if the curse is on them still. If it's on a living creature, it's a lot easier to study than if it's on a dead one.
I would very much so like to meet the prince.
All I know is that we're narrowing it down to which beholder it is.
Because
I don't know why that would help us.
beholders are interesting.
Yes.
No beholder is quite like the other.
I have this eye.
People are this. I have the eye. I think you have the stock.
No, the
I
stock
ate
was
the stock.
consumed.
Oh yes.
The stock
And
was delicious. The
stock.
beholder was delicious.
I thought it was in my inventory.
Oh,
Let's say we'll split it in half.
No.
great.
What do you know of beholders?
I know that they are. So I rolled a pretty decent check, I believe.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I rolled pretty decent. I know that they are very proud creatures, as are most of their hierarchy.
They see themselves as gods.
Yes. Their dreams are very powerful, as most things are beyond
The veil.
us. They don't like being compared to other creatures. They see themselves as higher than. And most of them, from what I understand, are experimenters, on themselves or others.
Yes.
Whether this curse came from a beholder in the way of the beholder cast the curse, or someone killed the beholder and used it to cast the curse, I don't think that is relevant. We know its origin. We have to figure out which one, really, because we still have to find it, or find what remains of it. But I believe we might need to make a little remaining.
I'm sure they would be quite happy to do that.
My own contact probably working on figuring out the rest of it. So you have an eye on me.
Since you've first arrived at the castle,
All of us are just here.
how do you think I knew you were here?
Magic.
If this was a different world, that wouldn't be an acceptable answer.
But this isn't a different world, is it?
Congratulations. You understood what I was saying. Good job.
Congratulations for being redundant.
Well,
You are
Stop
doing
patting me,
good.
Bob.
we need anything else from
He's being in
I
it.
don't want to talk to him anymore.
Marshall.
Talking in circles, neither of us are willing to actually give any information that the other one may.
I don't trust you, you don't trust me.
You have
You're
money.
not being helpful, and we're trying to do a job.
I have a lot of money.
Can I have some of it?
Why?
So I want it.
I don't know what he does with it. He doesn't eat it.
That is
That one eats
a
it. and I'll
very
test your tubes for
interesting
observation.
question.
I feel like it's pretty straightforward.
What do you do
No.
with
You
it?
travel with idiots.
Yes.
You're deciding to be an arsehole for no reason. What does that get
You
you?
don't
Yes.
eat it. Do
Can
you
I
just
have
make
a mask
armor out of
now?
it? Do you just
No.
add your clothing with it?
Please. I'm
Die
very
with
good
that
at body
question.
muscles.
Doesn't
Listen.
know.
You may call me an
I've
idiot,
seen it.
but you'd be surprised at how much money I've gotten simply by asking people if they would give me some.
And how much do you have?
How much do I have? That would require a little bit of math because technically I'm
10
carrying
gold to his name.
money for all of us.
I ate a lot.
I
of
have
it.
like
Oh,
approximately like
What did she
100
say?
gold pieces
It
to
was
my
good.
name.
Okay. So this idiot's talking about money.
Come on, it's basic economics. I'm just asking for a little bit of charity.
For what?
You're
What
wanting a
charity?
tip for your
My
performance.
charity.
And what is your charity?
How about
now?
this?
What do you mean I
Oh,
need your money
you're
for?
just supporting me.
No,
So I'm going to ask
This is
kind of
a
a stupid
bad
question.
investment.
Do you have any coin on you at this moment?
I would never.
No.
No. I handle
Do any of your
others.
companions outside?
No.
Why?
Why would they need it?
Emergencies?
I was going to see
We
if
have
you can,
other
if he
people
can
need
make
to
you
deal with our
laugh,
money.
that you give him a coin to make him shut up.
When did you become British?
Tell me a joke.
Want to go meet the royal family
Soon.
today, tomorrow.
I'm waiting
Oh.
for his joke.
Today
All
or
right.
tomorrow.
So are you...
Today.
There
I'm
is...
leaving.
There is an
I'm
ability...
following
Hold
Jacob.
on. There is an ability that a variety of creatures have in our world called... And it's colloquially referred to as
No.
dark vision. Vision that functions in
No.
the dark, correct?
Mhm.
Now, standardly, dark vision cuts off at around... like, you can see up to 60 feet in the dark, right?
Get to the punchline. Funny
Well-
man.
I get a piece of charcoal, I draw a line on the floor, and I punch it.
Why?
Pretty funny.
And I mean, dark vision sounds great and all.
He looks down after you do that and just... pulls
Dark
out a
vision-
coin, flips you
Gives
one.
you a coin.
Dark vision sounds great and all.
Come on, Ayasha, let's go.
But why would I ever want to see 30 people in the dark?
That would have worked better if it didn't take 20 minutes for you to get to the point.
Because I was being interrupted 7 different times!
Do you want to say it again?
Cartoonish, like, exclamation point around his
The
head.
one-time thaumaturgy acts like minor
Smoke
image.
coming out of his
He has
nose.
minor illusion.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes, you were being interrupted. Say it again.
It's now it's not worth my
Then
time.
do another one.
See ya.
You did exactly.
That was not worth my time.
Salt Bay would be proud of yourself right now.
When you start falling,
Double salt.
He doesn't leave yet.
Even better.
What?
I'm just sitting in there.
You should go with them.
I got us answers.
Go with them. Please.
Robert!
I can wait
Robert.
for eternity.
You too?
Eventually, you'll get hungry.
Robert, I have a table leg if you want it.
Inside of the room is
I have a hand axe I'm not using.
What?
How's his name spelled again?
N-M-A-L-C-A-R-I-S. Malcaris.
when he comes out of the room, looks like every
Yes.
Alright.
single police chief ever.
So we have the
Don't
villain,
get the hand
who's just a douche.
Yes.
We
Did you
have
expect the
actual-
villain to not be?
We
Yeah.
have
Supposed to be a sexy villain. Come on.
You haven't seen the
Robert's
sex
right
appeal from this
here.
man yet.
Yeah,
Okay?
Robert's right here, man. You can do whatever you want.
The sex. How do you know the second one won't be the sexy villain?
I'm gonna go deal with my.
You're
Why
playing- Joseph, you're playing D&D.
Joseph, I have a question. Why does the villain need to be sexy?
Because we need more Tumblr section in it.
We don't have
We have
fans for that
Ayasa.
art, okay?
Ayasa's neither sexy nor man.
We have Bobbert.
Tolo
You can
definitely
do
has
whatever
all
you
of the
want.
sex appeal that we need.
You want
Tolo
big,
and
you want
Jacob have
small,
all the
you want
sex appeal
small.
that we require.
Let's hear it.
There are people who definitely be into Tolo.
They want
That's
the
the
phone,
problem.
Daddy.
Necrophilia.
No, neither of those things.
They want to go to the phone zone.
Hey, I'm just saying,
That's a bad thing.
we got a slime on the team. We don't need anyone sexier.
Oh no.
Hentai.
I'm a hunk of a... Wow. Greg is a hunk of a man.
No.
Yes, he is.
He is the
Boy,
leftover crust of a man.
I'm only like 30.
So you are now all leaving.
I have an 18
Where are you going?
Castle. Across the street.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do you run into
Across
any
the goddamn
urchins?
street. I'm not even going to like introduce. I'm just gonna
Walk in?
Just walking in.
You just walk in?
Where's the prince?
In the throne room?
Majesty.
Macaroni.
You walk in the throne room, he's sitting there.
Me walking in with my mustache.
Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
We're back.
No, he's not
Oh,
saying
oh,
that.
We have someone who's
He
going to
looks
come
like
meet you
18
in
to
some amount of time
Who?
today. Someone very important that your parents knew.
I would love to know who that is.
I will allow him to introduce himself. I don't know.
I'm not leaving this castle.
You don't have to.
No one is coming in here unless I know who they are.
Hello there. Hello there.
Get out!
But I'm with him.
He's with us.
I'm with him. I'm here to talk about the fire suppression in this carriage castle.
You're not getting paid.
What's money?
Oh.
You four are. I don't know. You're not.
That's just me. Again.
Wasn't the mission just to find what was
That is not how that
what
works.
actually killed his
I tried.
Oh,
And
then it
who?
became.
It was specifically find out who killed
yes.
his parents.
We haven't figured out a who yet. We figured out the how.
We haven't figured out
We
the
haven't figured out the
why.
why or the who yet.
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm gonna guess it was your dad.
Because he said he believed it was someone from one of the other factions. Just narrow down which faction didn't.
Also, what does the prince's aura look like?
What do you mean by aura exactly?
What does he look like to me?
His aura tastes like sadness.
It tastes salty.
It is the aura of a man given a lot more power than he needed, than he knows what to do with right now.
And he deserves.
Who really doesn't want it right now.
So,
His aura would more reflect what his heart is.
like when
What-
James
what-
would ask, "What does it look like?"
Yeah.
What does this man look like to the boy with no eyes?
He's the opposite of James.
Orange.
He's got the catalyst.
Or
What do I pull off of that?
I just explained it to you.
I mean, I get
That's not. That's not
Is he a
how
good
his heart
person? A
is.
bad person?
he's very overwhelmed right now.
He is a person.
That's what he's at right now. He is very overwhelmed
You should really go to a spa. You seem to be a bit overwhelmed currently.
and stressed.
Oh, do
And
I?
stressed out.
Robert, I don't mean to speak out in front of you, but please do not anger him. He will have you thrown in prison again.
Okay.
Again?
Don't worry
I'll
about it.
explain that. So, I don't know his name. I will rephrase that. I will let him announce himself as he will, wherever you are. You will be meeting eventually some of the more important figures of the various groups in town. Obviously. And this is the syndicate.
The Moralum Syndicate.
Syndicate representative.
Alright. Well,
Be here as your protectors. I believe, from what I understand, your parents, as much as they may not have liked the syndicate has its resources, as all undergrounds do.
yes. Unfortunately.
So I don't expect any trouble to be had, but I'm going to protect good and evil, which is how I found the curse on the heart. Nothing on those two yet, or at least him, his sister.
They can hear the thud of your diet.
If it's Beholder, right,
Why did you...
they would keep an eye on it. Yeah, one way or another. What if we place the blame on someone? Because the Beholder, or whoever's acting through the Beholder, yeah, like a serial killer. Is
I mean, look at Jack the Ripper. And
that's just
That's definitely something we need to talk to Orbiting as bait.
mhm.
Problem. We'll just have to wait for them to have their little conversation. So I'm not seeing anything on him at all. And his grandparents died before he was born. He died when his dad, or at the very least, his dad turned.
It doesn't even
or
have to go
specifically
through by
came of
blood.
age, because his mom might not have been the same race,
Yeah.
and not have had.
That
an
also
elf,
means
or she
that
might
it
have been a
goes through
human,
by
or
not
half
just
elf.
blood.
So,
It is specifically the royal
this
family.
spell lasts 10 minutes. I'm gonna make a quick round. Very specifically, I'm looking for something. You can tell if there's a place or object that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
What does that mean?
Holy or unholy ground.
Uh-huh.
So, in that 10 minutes,
Or neutral.
potentially neutral. But I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna make a loop around the basically around the
perimeter.
castle. See if there's anything catches my attention in that. While we're waiting for Alcaris to show his face, fashionable blade.
You don't notice anything.
Do we have a plan?
Well, currently, our plan is to wait for Criminal Boy to show up. So try to explain.
Well, he seems to know about as much as you do.
Yes, but they still have to make official introduction.
I hate formalities.
The doors
I've never been one for those.
to the throne room open.
Full on airborne.
No, he's not that
Three elven guards
Okay.
walk in, and coming in, you see an elven man with long black hair.
Elrond?
cool. What?
Sure. There you go. There's the sex appeal. You go weaving.
What do
Elrond.
I think it is?
Blobby will lean over to you. This species, it looks tasty.
Wearing a very not royal, but a very rich outfit. As Lord Edwards walks in,
I'm immediately. I was already kind of sticking near the back to watch Malkaris enter. As soon as I see him, I'm ducking out.
it's
and,
not NPC number 4.
I'm ducking out and I'm going somewhere else.
I'm
Yeah,
following him.
All three of you would notice as soon as this man walks in, you assume to be Malkaris. Jacob immediately.
Well, yeah, I was just kind of like waiting near the back, with the servants' entrance, basically. As soon as I see it, I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna.
duck out.
Greg's gonna follow Jacob.
Yeah, same. Probably a good call.
Would anyone else like to follow Jacob out of the?
No,
throne room?
Bobby doesn't care.
I'm gonna pull out a clipboard. I'm gonna go do my inspection as I follow Jacob.
We're following
you like to follow
we're
Jacob
we're
out of the
leaving the
throne
prince
room?
alone.
There are guards there.
There are, but they're just guards.
They're NPC guards. Don't leave an NPC to do a player's job.
Technically, the NPCs are doing the NPC's job of guarding
Knowing
the
my
prince.
luck, I'd go last in initiative and the prince would be dead either way. So,
So everyone is left.
Knowing my luck, I'd be the one to eat the prince.
Yeah. Actually, so you followed.
Yes.
Greg followed,
Yes.
and Robert is doing a fake inspection.
They're
With you,
not.
following you.
They are not passing this fire inspection at all.
As you look around with your blank eyes.
I know you have some amount
Mm-hmm.
of something invisible. Is that a thing you can do?
Yes, I can.
Would you mind doing that to me? To listen in on this, but I can't be seen.
Okay.
I raised my hand.
I need to listen in on this.
I can give you everything telepathically, and I guarantee I'm a lot
I'm
stealthier
I'm
than
gonna
you.
start. So
Would you
Come on, let
explain?
the rogue do what the rogue does.
you can still come with me.
I know.
I have to see this with my own eyes.
Would you explain?
Okay, so everyone leaves and everyone comes back.
Would you explain what's going on
That's
after?
my father. And then I'm going
I
up
see.
the wall, and I'm gonna just go onto the ceiling and
Invisible.
watch. Invisible with
Oh,
my
but-
spider climb. Invisible boy.
No, I know. I imagine like halfway up the wall, then you turn invisible.
So yes,
Everyone
just
watching you.
So stealth check.
yes.
Cool.
I'll
I
go
have
on a rogue as
advantage
well.
because
All right, I go back in.
But it's a puddle.
Not bad
It's
idea.
in shadows.
As a puddle, as they mop you up.
Mop you
they
up.
each get a big sponge. Why is it
Dump
not
you.
working?
No. Yeah, mop you into a bucket, dump you out into the toilet.
21.
One of the DRs is a natural
Yeah.
perception of 22.
Okay.
Lord Edward's bows in front of the throne. Hello, Prince Dorbor.
Yasa immediately throws off.
Are you there?
It is a pleasure to
His
meet you.
stomach
Oh
would
dear.
Just
There's no more stomach anymore.
Are you the representative from the syndicate? I am. What do you want? I'm here to extend a hand of alliance. We wish to work with you to continue our relationship that we had with your parents. And what relationship was that? Where you tell us what you want done, and it gets done. I apologize, Lord Edwards, but I'm not interested in any relationship with you. Very well.
21 on or 22 on insight.
Lord Edwards believes he can control this man, the prince, and it's not working as intended. Surely, Prince Dorbor, I will be king in a few days. Address me as Lord. Yes, my lord. Please reconsider.
What? What is it, boy?
I am not interested. If I may, is there any way we can convince you? If you wish to continue on this path, may I invite you to dinner tonight at my house? Just to congratulate and help you
I'll
with the transition.
lean down and whisper in the king's ear.
Prince.
The lord's ear. Young lord's ear. Maybe you can use him to find out who it is. Get more information.
I will accept your invitation, but I am allowed to bring whoever I wish. Of course. And Edwards bows and leaves with his guards.
I think you do.
So, Edwards is the bad guy, right?
I know.
It is up to you to believe whatever you wish.
Well, he would feel the aura. He would feel the aura and know if they're the same person or not.
Pure blood red.
Oh, yeah, I like this guy.
He's not the same person.
So,
Very
Similar.
similar aura to Jacob. Or it feels very.
And this is the
feels
same
familiar.
aura that was in the bar?
This is not the same man.
Malkaris.
I will shoot a message into his head. I have a mask now.
He does not. You don't know. You can't tell if he reacts, and he just keeps walking. The prince is just. He slumps a little bit into his chair and like looks over at Yasa. Did I fuck up?
Perhaps.
Yes.
But
Robert doesn't know
I'm
what
gonna-
you mean.
we are here to clean up the fuck up.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna
Great.
work my
And
way
that's
down
the
the
end.
wall, and then
Turn on invisible.
well, I can't. He's the
No,
one
you
concentrating on.
He's
I am going to cast guidance because that will drop invisibility because casting a spell.
Mhm.
As soon as my dad leaves,
I'm gonna go over to Jacob.
I'm casting guidance very specifically on the prince.
Mm-hmm.
I would not trust him as far as I.
No, I don't trust that man.
Would you like to explain?
I was not close to me.
It wasn't.
He is the
Merchants.
or at least with it all.
And now I have to go have dinner at his house.
Your house.
Dear DM,
Yes.
what time is it?
In game.
If I remember correctly, I have to meet someone tonight at midnight on a hill.
Not midnight.
Can you remind me what that was?
I was supposed to meet the guy in the bar because he told me telepathically, you need to meet me at this place at this time.
Last session.
Last session.
Okay.
Jacob would you like to explain.
It is not near midnight. It is like 4 o'clock.
Jacob. Would you explain what just happened now? Please. I don't know where that accent came
Prince
from.
got an invitation.
I need to go get ready.
No, I'm not talking about that.
And the prince stands up, gets some of his guards, and heads.
I wait for him
I'm
to
talking.
be presumably out of sight, out of hearing.
Mm-hmm.
No. Why? It's your father, okay?
Yes.
Why does he do the whole disappearing act?
We don't have a good relationship.
May I ask?
Hey.
Would you answer?
Okay. We don't have a good relationship. I like him.
That's all I need to know.
He's also very dangerous. I don't know if
Clearly.
he's quite on par with Malkaris. I haven't seen his capabilities, but he's definitely a very dangerous.
When was the last time you saw him?
Very hard to kill.
When was the last time we talked to
Lobby will walk
Not
out.
nearly long enough.
you? Understandable.
Your
Anything else?
father is a dangerous man.
Yes.
We're talking
As I
about
said.
that, yes. Anything that can help us that you know?
You're going to be very useful.
Yay! What's that?
You know that flashes of magic that you can do?
Yes.
Those will hurt a lot more.
Do you want us to fight your father?
Not yet. Would kill it.
Right. We don't want that.
Wouldn't stay.
Approximately how many prayers to Saint Winterdahl shall I say in order to have enough power to beat him? I
Not-
see.
Not enough, clearly.
20,000.
Let me start.
I'll see if you can count that high.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello? Thank you.
Yeah, that'll cost you 20 gold.
I
That's with
Fine.
interest.
I said just kidding.
Thank you, though. I appreciate the offer.
Although I would accept your charity.
You assume I have 20 gold. Fine.
I actually have all your gold on you. On me.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's true that the. What about?
Is there anything I can do? I
Well,
want to
be
try.
prepared to hit him very hard with a weapon,
Nope.
or at least hold him down. He's very difficult.
Are you reading dinner tonight or tomorrow night? Prince. Is that dinner for tonight?
He went to go get ready.
For tonight. Okay. Who are you bringing
Hello.
with you? Prince.
Again, he went to go get ready.
Oh, he did? Okay. I thought he was here.
Do you have any out?
I don't have any outfits, so to speak, but I can disguise you.
Talk about the spell disguise self.
Yes.
That is you only.
But what if I just consider you the self?
That is unfortunately not how it works. The other option is you just turn me invisible and follow along for an hour, and then. skip
I'm
along.
sure my wife
I know-
could whip something up.
I know the perfect idea. I'm going to the armory in the castle where the guards keep all of their stuff
Jacob, I'm sure my wife could whip something up.
because I can wear heavier armor. I'm just gonna go full. I'm just gonna be one of his guards.
Mm-hmm.
You're married?
Yes, I am. You know what that is?
Not really.
I know symbiosis.
I know parasitic relationships.
I know how
I
to
know I can
split
wear
myself
medium
in two and have a child.
I know how
Yeah.
to make another
I'm
one.
just gonna
No,
wear a
why
guard's
not?
outfit, basically.
Because then I wouldn't be me.
Well, at least one of you would be you, right?
No.
Oh. How do you know that? Have you ever tried it?
That is how I was
I'm just gonna
raised.
do that.
My mom split and my brother and I don't talk anymore.
Wait, did your mother become you and your brother?
Yes.
Wow, that's really weird.
Don't do that.
I'm just
That
gonna
would
dress up as a
freak
guard.
me out.
Give me
He
this
hasn't eaten
bone
enough to
dice.
split yet.
Oh.
No. Sometimes no. But for your case, it would be the same.
No thanks.
I
I do
flavored
not
them
have
for you.
relations. What is the this concept?
Yeah,
No.
I'll
Well,
just,
we'll explain that later when we have
sauce them up with them.
If we're alive with him. I'll try to explain.
Let's see else.
I have a question for all.
What is love?
What is the definition of love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No
It is
more.
okay if you all do not know as well.
Love is when you ask
Don't have to
somebody.
about that.
Love is when you ask somebody if they have money and they say yes, and you said, "Will you give me some?" and they give you some.
I'm not.
That is the objective,
He
strict,
is lying
and
to you.
singular definition of love.
Do not listen to him.
You guys confuse me.
He is construed.
I believe I have the best definition for
Yeah,
love.
that's what my plan is.
Mm-hmm.
Google it.
Maybe.
Hold
on.
the definition of love.
Boy,
Go
what
on.
are you
Do it.
doing? Shh.
Are you trying to take a picture of Patrick?
Nope. Go away. Stop looking.
Oh my god.
No, we couldn't. We can't do that.
When a strength is true love,
Oh, no!
you know the rules.
And
So do I. A full command.
No, that's what I'm at.
That is an interesting song, but sadly, it is copyright, and you should not be singing it.
What's
Singing
copyright?
usually doesn't do
I believe in
anything.
free
It's actually
trade.
playing the song.
Yes, this is what
Twitch
I
does not.
my life
Interesting.
now.
Wow, Robert breaking the fourth wall.
What's a wall?
Oh.
Robert just
Are you
becomes
talking to me?
Joseph.
Jacob's not built for espionage.
He built for talking to people and then stabbing the undead
Oh.
ones.
It's almost like we have someone built for espionage in the.
But we're all going to dinner.
Well,
Yes.
Do I have to go for dinner?
do you?
I'm a fire
He
inspector.
could be a plate of food.
Or you could find where their tomb is and drown it. Literally give them a watery grave.
We'll just like pull off the cloche and you're just like a full roasted pig.
And they start eating you.
Well, I don't know about
I
that.
think that would kill them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't,
Well, he'd
actually.
digest us from the inside.
Eating slime?
Yes, because you can't kill what's already dead.
Yes, you can.
Challenge
It
accepted.
would eat away my bones.
Anyway.
I'm just saying, I probably don't have to be there because I was literally just playing the fire inspector.
Yeah, but you don't have to look like that. You can just be another guard like me.
Yeah. You're the guards.
I can definitely look like a guard.
And then I could be invisible.
No, you're totally.
Or you could just be
Be
the
there.
faceless bard performer for the night.
Like you know, they could pay you.
True.
And then you two are there.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's our plan.
You got a plan. Are you listening at all?
Did
I
you,
don't need to know the plan.
did you hear what our plan is for the entourage?
Pretending to be gods.
Me and Bob are guards. Polo's the performer for the
He's
dinner.
the minstrel.
Yeah, he's the minstrel, and then these two are the actual guests.
Okay.
Oh, that was a minstrel.
I have no idea if the princess is coming too. I'm assuming no.
Does he tell stories?
Yeah, you totally told a whole story.
Philip.
To like that college.
He talked
Philip.
so long that we dug a hole and dumped him into it.
We forgot.
Like he totally enraptured an entire like league of collegiate scholars.
In another world, he enraptured an entire bar of orcs.
So what's the plan, boy?
So that's
Are we continuing on with our lives?
Yes.
Yes, we're going to shift over to dinner.
By that point, Greg has gotten some nice clothes from his
Tell me
wife.
what the Edwards mansion looks like.
Loud.
This is your house. Not mine.
This from the front, it's more narrow than it is. It's narrower than it is long. The one I chose on the map,
Yeah.
it's narrow at the front, but it's a long building.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly shaped like a coffin.
It's probably a little decorative, but not like the most ostentatious on the outside. Materials, obviously, whatever is local. Probably some guards at the front. The inside is pretty well decorated. This family is definitely well off. What was it? I wrote down at some point and designed the family crest.
Mhm.
I apologize.
That's fine.
But family crest is all over. Very proud family. Opens up into an entry hall. Couple side rooms. Side where the dining room is. Probably a decent size.
Yeah, it's a very big dining room.
Definitely lots of rooms for entertaining. There's an upstairs that's probably where most of the living quarters are. Very decorative home. What colors do you? Very much like a maroon and gold or silver.
Gold.
Lots of maroons and golds. Anything that isn't either one of those is a very dark gray black.
Dreary.
Very, but definitely.
Moist.
This could be a comfortable home. But yeah. So there you go.
Gloomy.
At times.
Taste. Human again, it's simply human.
There you go.
Okay. And you two are the guards.
Yeah, the two on the ends are the
guests.
guards. These two are the guests, and he is
The prince is wearing like the main colors of the Boldahr family is like blue and gold, so he's wearing a very
Not purple and gold for royalty?
does it
Royalty
have
for
to
me.
be purple and gold?
That's the traditional
That's
color.
traditional color for royalty.
The outfit he is wearing is not purple and
Oh.
gold.
Fair enough. Sorry, that just caught me off guard for royalty.
And for those who know, it's like in Dragon Age Inquisition, one of the fancy outfits, one of those.
Nope.
I'll show you later.
Actually,
I'll look it up.
But the prince is just. And as he is going in, and you're all following him, and you see these very fancy paintings of various family members of the Edwards. And you come to the very large dining hall. There is food already strewn about, and Lord Edward sits at one end, and the prince sits at the other.
I'll sit on one side.
I'm standing at the right hand behind them. It's kind of against the wall. What's the traditional weapon of the Royal Guards?
Regards, it's a spear.
Yeah, spear, shield. I have my sword at my side in case, or a sword at my side, his spear's gone. I'm assuming you look exactly the same.
Me?
No, that
No,
boy.
me. I do have a mask on.
Well, yeah.
Just a mustache.
Full,
The
full,
helm.
full
He has
helmet.
the mustache and thank you.
Welcome,
They have a mustache carved onto the helmet.
welcome to the Edwards Manor, Lord Dorbar. Thank you for having me. Since I couldn't convince you to continue our working relationship, then I simply wish to keep the peace, as it were. No hard feelings. So please enjoy your meal. And Edward starts to eat.
Before the prince starts to eat, I'm gonna stop him and taste his food to make sure it's not poison.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna.
Mhm.
I'll do sleight of hand if I have to, but I'm gonna try to quietly cast detect poison and disease. So take a look over the table.
Yeah, they're all fine.
It's hidden from that.
That's fair. Just
But
there's
yeah,
a royal taste tester.
It's
I
not
just took that
poison.
roll and ate the first bite and drank the first bite.
After he notices that it's fine, he'll still hesitantly eat. It's a very awkward silence.
Oh, how about those licks?
How about that airline food?
I hope you know I'm joking.
Yeah.
He is literally just standing there silently, like not moving a single muscle.
what else?
And what are you doing for entertainment?
Telling a story.
Okay.
Now do that tune the whole time. Keep going.
Frodo, you hear a message in your head. Long time no see.
Yeah, I mean, literally, yeah. I don't see you.
Leave the dining hall. Now.
Can't.
Yes, you can.
Nah, I'm performing.
There'll be others.
Not as good as me.
His ego.
I know that's the truth, but I need you right now.
For what it's worth, I got a 23 on performance.
I mean, it is pretty good.
No, it's not pretty good. It's amazing.
There are things that are going to happen that I don't want you to get hurt for. Just in case. That would not be good.
And for business.
Right. So why don't we just keep talking like this? Seems pretty secure and private anyway.
Perhaps. How have you been? You look good.
I've been great. Oh, I've never looked better.
Have you lost weight?
Funny as it may seem, no. I've actually put on a substantial amount of weight in coins and table legs.
That you've shoved into your rib cage. How are you? Are you still going by Tolo?
Yep.
You ever thought to change that? Go back to what it was?
Nope.
Why not? I liked that name.
Oh, that was a bad name.
That's great.
I don't know why you think that.
You're gonna tell me that Fortress was a good name?
It was an enjoyable name for me.
Maybe that's why I changed it.
Sad. How sad.
What do you want?
A cruel.
Oh, I want nothing from you.
Okay, what do you want for me?
You want money, right? Maybe a little power every once in a
Power,
while.
just mostly praise.
I can get you praise. You just need to not interfere with what's about to happen.
Why? What's your stake in all this?
I have so much stake in all of this.
Sure, what is it?
I'm
Hey,
not
look,
going
you
to
playing
reveal
that
it to you
song
that
that was-
easily.
Yeah.
I'm
We're not that close yet.
I mean, we're on a first name basis.
Yes, but we're not intimate enough for that.
Hmm. Right. Because, people would want to be intimate with either of us.
Oh, people want to be intimate with me. I don't know about you. They just don't tend to live through the process.
Yeah, that doesn't, that's just fucking weird.
Perhaps.
Okay. So what's my motivation to stop here?
You told me what you want. You want praise.
Yeah.
You want coins. You will get all the praise.
Right. Praise unfortunately isn't value that could be measured in
You will also get coin.
right, how much coin?
How much praise?
Well, again, I can measure coin.
You can measure praise.
I can. I have very specific amounts that I want of either of them.
How specific?
100,000 gold pieces and a crowd of 10,000 people chanting my name.
Done. Now leave.
You're a liar.
I don't lie.
So you're telling me if I walk out that door right now, I get 100,000 gold and a crowd of 10,000 people chanting my name?
No.
So when do I get it?
In time. Soon enough.
Those are both relative terms. That could mean, tomorrow, or it could mean another 80 years.
You expect to live another 80 years?
Can't die, not from age. Bones might get old, but they get no less effective at being bones. I'm a goddamn skeleton.
I know. You're welcome.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for me, you'd be dead.
True. Granted, probably would have been dead in those crypts, but weren't for Robert. And, Jacob.
Yes.
And I guess I also.
Jacob.
And maybe Greg. I did more than thought.
You will get your 100,000 gold. 10,000 people chanting your name.
Tell you what, if you can promise that within 24 hours, got yourself a deal. And I walk out that door and never walk back in.
Yes.
Insight. Eight.
You walk out that door.
Do I need to use the
room.
The little skeleton's room.
No.
I'm going to
The laboratory.
the
Yes, we are guests.
instrument closet.
Polo's being weird.
I'm going to the instrument closet. I'll be right back.
Pitolo.
Going to the instrument closet.
BS. You're hearing this in your head, by the way.
I'm going to make 100,000 gold.
Can I have 10?
1,000 or 10?
10.
Oh, you can have 10.
Cool.
For no reason.
So who told you to leave the room when they give you 100,000 gold?
You don't know that.
I'm asking because he just said,
Oh,
I'm
he
getting
just-
100,000 gold.
he just said
I
that,
put
okay.
it together.
He's being not dumb.
Somebody kind of like me?
Are they tasty?
Absolutely.
I'm going to assume that most things are tasty to you, so yes.
Can I eat them after they give you the money?
Maybe if you can find them.
I like this plan.
Still probably be a bit trickier, though.
But human bones are delicious.
Human, yes. Not fully living. For the
The
record.
prince stands. Lord Edwards, can you point me to the lavatory?
The instrument closet is over there.
Not the instrument closet. The restroom.
They function as the same thing.
I don't think that's.
By the way, it's over there. What you want?
How do you know?
Call it a gut.
Go down the
Instinctual
hall,
feeling.
Take a couple rights. And the prince.
Saying, but this.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
So you go to where are you going?
Outside
There's
the
no.
door.
Okay, you just exit the.
Sleeves.
Making a look. Hey. It's a little more complicated than that, but yeah.
Uncomplicated.
So, we have a mutual friend.
Just don't say it.
It's not the man inside, but you probably won't like who it is anyway.
You know,
You can write their name down. It makes you feel better. Underline it.
What was her name again?
Allyna.
Is it? Do you have it here?
NNA.
I don't have that name.
Okay. Well, it's that name. It's
ALL.
YNNA.
Alana?
Alina.
Alina.
it's you know, that vampire.
Which
friend
one?
of yours. Yeah.
Well, I spelled that with an E.
You were just.
Lina because
So you're saying
following
it-
the family tradition of
So-
E names.
So you're saying is you didn't ask
Jacob?
That's how it was pronounced.
The rest of them are Edward, Edmund, and something. I don't remember what the other one was.
E.
Eve, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah.
E in your head.
What did his
Well, to make a long story short, I
You have
wasn't
30 seconds before I have to go back to my post.
always a skeleton.
No dip.
I died.
You did die.
But yes. Anyway, to make a long story short, I didn't want to die so much that Alina, offered me a new form. Well, a reduced form.
But it's the breath of anger.
Enjoy relieving yourself. I'm going back inside to my post and
Don't say
finding
that.
the other guard and the prince.
I don't think he has that ability.
He just shakes his leg and some coins come out.
Just
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
So,
But
Robert,
Yes.
you were walking with the prince through the laboratory.
Yes.
am I just alone in there?
Yes.
Yes. With Edwards. Make a
I'm
perception
in, I'm in my nice clothes that my wife gave me.
You do not notice.
Taking the floor. Okay, let's stop.
You're following the prince. And
Perception is not my strongest.
and the prince rounds the corner, takes the right, and bumps into a young girl. She looks a lot like Edwards, Lord Edwards. She seems to be she's an elf. Visually looks about like maybe 10 years old for a human. Hey, that was mean. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking for the restroom.
God, watch where you're going. This is the prince.
Of who? Of what?
Kingdom.
The Edwards Kingdom?
What?
Robert knows nothing. Anything. Here.
What?
Roll an intimidation check.
But you're trying to traumatize another child.
I'm a large, scary armored man.
Yeah, what do you do to intimidate her?
I just look down menacingly.
And then she just. Yes?
I kind of blink a few times. The prince is behind me, right?
At the moment, yeah.
What?
Her face splits open.
I like you, kid.
No, it's another Bob. It's Mini Bob.
The princess doesn't see because you're standing in front of him.
Doesn't see anything.
What's going on?
If you don't mind, we gotta. He needs to use the laboratory. Which
Oh,
way
it's
is it?
just come with me.
Thank you.
And you follow. You and the prince follow her. She leads to the laboratory. She's like, it's right there.
I'm gonna look in there. 17 on perception.
No one's there.
Here you go, Your Majesty.
He walks in. Thank you.
This is just your job, your day-to-day job.
Here, I stand in front of the door.
What am I doing?
I
I
look
can't
at
do
her.
it. I'm alone.
How can you do that?
How can you do that?
Squints at each other.
You're not a guard, are you?
Oh, what gives you away? What gave me away?
Oh no, what gave me away?
Was it
You're
my kids
leaking.
squinting out?
You're leaking!
There's a little bit of slime on the ground.
My bad.
Oops. Sorry.
Apparently, I needed to.
That happened.
I'm just gonna look at her.
That happens to everyone sometimes, man.
Hi, I'm not a god.
As you're looking at her, that's when you like, because even though you're blind, you can like kind of see.
Aura
It's slowly getting stronger and stronger as you're talking to her. It's getting like, it started out just a little red, and then it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and
How are
brighter.
you getting stronger as we just sit here and talk?
Because I didn't want you to see my aura.
Huh.
Listening to.
You're not an elf.
Not
You
an
don't
elf, I'm
look
your
like
wife.
one.
You can't see.
I can see your aura.
It's
I
not
know.
elvish.
You know what? I hold out my hand. Bruce. I reach into my hand and pull out a ball of slime. Did she eat the ball of slime?
Yes, slime.
It just bounces on the ground and becomes like a little flubber.
Flubber!
She picks it back up.
Just, yes.
And you see as she, you see the aura shrink down to the size of a small mouse. And goes into the bathroom.
Goes into the bathroom.
Where he is?
No.
I need you to roll.
You must just go into the door. Oh, that's pretty
What
nice.
am I rolling?
You're trying to grab the mouse.
C and B.
So,
C
it
and
should be
B.
that
Oh
one.
wait, that's not a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Purple guy.
13. What did she get?
She got an 18.
Alright.
And she slips in.
I slide under the door as well.
And you watch as she changes into a tall woman with blood red eyes and fangs.
As the
And
prince.
the prince is sitting there peeing.
Pants
And he
off.
goes over and she bites down.
No! Before she bites, because I try to put my hand in front of it.
You can attempt to.
What do you roll for that?
I'm just gonna roll an attack roll on that.
What do you mean dexterity? Or athletics?
I'll go with dexterity. I don't mind. No, that's a 3 on the
Use
die.
inspiration.
Yeah. No matter what you rolled.
Well, she bit him. That's not necessarily the full process.
I kind of.
I should know. I've done this.
As I stopped because she bit him already.
The prince just,
I'm not in a guard uniform. I'm in my actual
Yeah.
form at this point.
and the prince falls over unconscious. She's like, that was sweet. And she turns around to you.
Oh, I guess the curse. Why did you make him a swan?
So I'm not sitting rattling.
I didn't. He's just mine.
Hey,
The leg of evil.
I don't like this. I pick up the prince. Is there a window?
Not in the bathroom.
And up there.
I open the door. Walk
I'd
out.
also like to point out there probably are 0 windows.
Bye, cutie. I'll see you later.
Bye. And she turns into a bat and flies. And just
No, he
flies
picks
out.
up the prince.
What am I doing?
And she turns into a mouse. And
Patrick, I'm just sitting there like,
you're just sitting there with Edwards. He's just, what's taking them so long?
why are you asking me?
I was asking the universe.
The universe doesn't answer.
It is
Sir.
fine. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, no. Can I stealth out of the house with the prince?
What did you roll?
Huh?
On
I
stealth.
was asking.
He's asking if he could.
Oh, yes, you can.
Everything's fine.
So I was walking back towards the direction of the nearest bathroom because I know this house inside and out.
And you see him coming out holding the prince over his shoulder.
I'm gonna walk back to the dining room.
Where I
I'm
am.
gonna lean, kind of put my hand on your shoulder, lean down. We need to go.
Thank you.
Is everything alright?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I leave. I don't even respond.
Have a good day.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to.
18 to stealth out of the house.
He freaks me out. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we're heading out.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I'm waiting outside it.
Yeah,
looking
I'm
for you guys.
going to
It's
very
holding the prince
quickly
on.
So you said
look over
you
the
look like
prints.
Bob?
Do I find the bite marks pretty
No.
quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Not C3. No. We're doing this.
Okay.
I look at the bard. He got bit by a vampire. Who did? I'm pointing at the prince.
He's holding over his shoulder, unconscious.
Hope you're.
Is that a good thing?
Hey, this doesn't count as a disease, right?
Pretty sure it does.
No.
Vampirism can either be a disease or a curse. Depends on the DM.
Depends on the DM and depends on if spells can remove it like that.
Remove curse.
I don't have that. It's a 3rd level spell.
Figure it out.
You don't have that yet.
Get it.
I have lesser restoration, but that helps.
So you're also standing right outside the
Don't worry about it.
We
mansion?
had a.
Wow.
You're assuming that we wouldn't
Here?
just leave?
I am walking away as soon as they show up.
Did we ride a cart here? Did we walk?
Walked.
Okay, then yeah, we're just walking towards. I'm going to look at Polo. You're going to come with us. I need you to turn the prince invisible now. We cannot be seen walking through the streets with unconscious royalty.
You look like you're holding a big sack.
That works.
Now, currently, the prince can't breathe.
Just poke some holes in this sack.
It just opens
Because
around
he
his
was
nose
completely
and mouth.
enveloped.
You don't. We have.
He is
we
now
have it
holding
taken
a
care of.
cholo.
We have it taken care of. You don't have to cast a spell. You're good.
Okay.
And you get back to the castle.
Yeah.
Where's the prince? The guard at the front door.
He's indisposed. We're taking him inside now.
What happened?
Yeah,
He
act like
got
there's
bit
no.
by a vampire. As I walk through the door, like,
Yeah.
the guard just wait, what? Also, God.
Nice used to it.
Is that true?
I'm going to cast protection from evil and good on the prince.
Mm-hmm.
See, that would have been helpful.
It's a short duration. Huh? Oh, is it out? Okay.
It's perfectly fine. A-okay.
Everything's perfect.
So, is he charmed, frightened, or possessed by a apparition, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead?
Not technically possessed by any of them.
Okay. Because it would just give him an advantage on a new saving throw to shake off whatever's happening.
Hey, does that cookbook have any
So-
recipes to help with vampirism?
I actually have a question. Can I roll
It's a
something?
grandma's cookbook.
Can I roll something to know?
You don't know.
You can't read.
Can I roll something to know of something that would slow it? Maybe not stop it, but like, Wolfsbane type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something that would slow the turn.
A way to very easily do that is to just keep him in a holy place.
Put him in a
So the
pair of
wound-
holy jeans.
Right? This is gonna suck, I'm sorry. So I don't know if there's, I'm going to lay him down somewhere that he can be operated on if need be.
An operating table.
yeah.
Like where his mom was.
Well, she was more on a morgue slab.
Still.
They
don't have operating
Here's
table.
my concept, okay?
You're going to pour holy water into his wound.
So you know how you in theory suck the venom out
You going to
of
suck
a snake
the
bite?
Uh-huh.
I do have one thing of holy water.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I'm gonna do. Is you cut between the two fang marks,
Open it up slightly. And
open it up,
pour it
slightly,
in.
pour it in, and then I'm going to immediately pour some more in until I'm out of holy water. It may
Okay.
not work. It may be too late.
You
Force
do
him to
that.
drink
You
it.
keep doing that.
Hmm?
He's still unconscious.
Oh yeah, 100%. Is he alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Had to check.
Okay. Is that going to
need
work?
We need a powerful priest. I am proficient. I'm
You
not
said your friend was like you,
that powerful.
What?
but not like you.
They're living.
What?
Okay.
Are they over?
So
It's relevant.
Narrows eyes.
Yeah, you know what that looks like. When
Narrows eyes.
No. When Bobbert thinks of narrowing eyes, his eyes literally just.
Just get closer.
Yep.
can I attempt to wake the prince up?
With a slug.
No.
Nothing's working.
Nothing's working to wake him up.
What's this about a friend?
I have a friend.
Okay. I don't like going to the church of Saint Winterdahl.
You have to be invited.
No.
I'm gonna just poke my head out to one of the guards. Go grab a priest from the church.
And one of them leaves.
And I'm taking off this godforsaken armor. And I'm just doing my best to make sure that the prince, hopefully doesn't turn.
At this point, what?
Boy.
6:30.
Only 6:30.
You were not there very long.
We really weren't.
Fair enough.
There for at most 10 minutes.
I look at the prince. Look at the paladin. Or not the paladin. I don't know. What are you?
I'm a cleric.
Oh, look at the cleric.
Who's currently just doing his best to prepare a way to slow this down.
And whose idea was it to have that meeting? No. You brought.
No.
Yes.
Question.
He was a representative.
No, he wasn't.
He was the representative.
No, he was not.
I have a question.
He lies through his teeth.
How didn't you know about it then?
The prince asked. So he took,
Why was he here?
because the old ruler had died, and it's time to meet who's going to be the new one. And he is a very powerful member of the Merchants Guild. He just took the opportunity he could. What is your question?
What? How bad is it that the vampire wanted the prince under her control?
I was honestly slightly surprised my father didn't try that when he was here. But very.
I'm just curious. Also, she had the same aura as your family.
Mutual friend.
Okay.
Hmm.
I have an oddly extensive family. They live a very long time.
Yes. But it was too similar. Most likely similar.
Maybe.
Or an aunt or uncle.
That is also a possibility.
What about-
Regardless.
I butted
What's the
off of
holiest
my
place I can think of in town?
mouth.
The church.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay, there are
actually-
there are two places
Okay.
that there's what the rich and powerful consider the most holiest place in the city, and what the average people think.
Mhm.
The nobles, it's the church, obviously. For the peoples, it is a place in the center of the city called the Altar of Gods. It is just a simple stone altar directly in the center. It's not on there because
I was like, there's a weird little
Is it-
rectangle.
yeah, that map is like the noble map. It's the
Mm.
map people are typically given, so it doesn't
Mhm.
have this place on it. It is in the center of the city. It is a simple, is a stone altar surrounded by a simple wooden fence. And the altar itself has symbols to every single god on it. The idea is that anyone can come here and worship their god, no matter rich, poor, old, young, old, powerful,
Mhm.
weak. It is a place for everyone to go.
So the castle's almost in the center.
Mhm.
So it's pretty close to here then.
Yes, because the altar itself is in the exact center.
Which would be basically right outside the castle.
But it's not taken care of very well. Like
Okay,
if there's
that'll
dirt
work.
or something messing it up,
Um,
no one cleans
What I know
it.
about this place?
Everyone, technically everyone knows about the place,
all the locals specifically as well.
Mm-hmm.
but
Which I think only 2 of us are. Well, 3 if we count Ayasa.
the nobles don't consider it a very holy place.
I was
Since
there.
it's close, I'm gonna gesture to you to grab the prince. We're taking him there.
Him or me?
You, because you're the strongest one out of all of us.
True, 18 in strength.
Taking him there, yeah. Since it's a 2-minute walk max from the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Polo, your job's to keep an eye out for the guard and the priest and let him know where we are.
Got it.
And then I'm just gonna start praying.
First, so you go to that place.
Yeah.
When you get there, there you find already sitting in front of the altar praying. Is this figure covered in not fancy robes. There's some fur around on it, and they're wearing a hood with fur surrounding it. They're wearing thick gloves, and they're sitting. And they're and bowing, their head down. You can't really see.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how much in your world the traditional vampire lore of they don't like crucifixes, they don't like garlic, they don't like wooden stake to the heart, running water.
Yeah.
All the traditional stuff, and at the very least, traditional D&D lore, it's running water, holy water, direct sunlight.
Throw him in a river.
Honestly, works.
Yeah.
So I I'm just gonna start praying. Kneel in front of him after he's put either in front of the altar or on it, depending on which one is more acceptable. Probably in front of the altar.
Yeah, like punched like next to it.
And I'm just gonna start praying for my god to take this curse away from him.
And the figure sitting like kneeling basically right next to you. You can't really hear them. They're very quietly praying. Their voice sounds a little like, even though you can't understand what they're saying, the voice sounds a little strange.
I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm focused on trying to
And
make
you
sure
place
that this
the
man's...
prince on top of the altar.
It's which one do I think would be more acceptable, on the altar or in front of it?
Either or.
Then on.
This is supposed to be a place for all people, so.
Then on. There's nothing on the altar already outside of weeds and such like. Then on the altar. And I'm kneeling in front of it and praying, waiting for the priest to show up and hoping that this works. I'm willing to do some stupid stuff to make sure that the prince does not get infected.
As you're praying, how loudly are you praying? Are you praying about the same as the other guy, or?
I'm not like it's talking. It's almost like you're talking to yourself. Like the volume.
Like as you're doing that, you notice the figure sitting next to you, looks over at you, and they have fabric covering most of their face. They have little holes cut into the fabric for their eyes, and they
Did you have a brief question?
Yes.
How accepted is my god?
Within the city, not very. At this place, all gods are accepted.
Yes.
Like, you literally there's a symbol for the void
Yeah.
carved into this
But
altar.
so if I took, in theory, 2 steps back out of the fence, I might get called a heretic. I thought.
Within this space. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And they. You are praying for a good cause.
I don't stop. I just kind of, nod.
Would you like me to pray with you?
And once again, without breaking stride, just I nod.
And the figure leans and
I
starts
don't even necessarily
praying
know
with
if
you.
I'm praying or pleading. I don't know what the difference is. I
Mhm.
don't think there is a difference.
And you see the figure place their hand on the prince. And this holy light starts coming from their hands. It starts to basically enter the prince. His veins start glowing this holy yellow light. If you would like, you can roll to see what spell it is.
What am I rolling? Arcana?
Arcana.
15.
Greater Restoration.
Okay.
And then the figures, the veins, the light goes back into the figure's hand. They take their hand off. They stand up, lean down to you, and your prince is healed.
Is that familiar voice?
What?
Because we heard somebody. What was the voice again?
Your prince is healed.
That sounds very similar to the Warforce.
It's like, does that sound like the?
It sounds like
Oracle?
it definitely has the same inflections, but not the exact same voice. And the figure places their head to the prince's head, puts their head up. I must go. Do you know where Kath is? That's the Warforged, in the church.
Oh.
That's his name.
It
It is Ashwin Kath.
I'm gonna point in the direction in the church.
Thank you.
It's a figure wearing.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What's his name?
And he heads into
Survivor?
the church.
Who are you thinking of?
Fiverr.
Who are you thinking of? Who are you thinking of?
Fiverr. I was like, he had some stupid name like Aussie.
Because they named
You
him
guys
Survivor
gave
because
him
it's
that.
Survivor.
Survivor.
Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, Prince, wake up.
Very. He spits a little bit of blood out.
Mm-hmm.
What happens?
I immediately, I don't let him sit up, and I'm
Right.
opening his eyes. I'm doing the full like.
Are they red? Are they red?
I'm checking the wound on his side, like his neck.
His eyes seem
Maybe.
fine.
You were bitten by a vampire.
What?
The f-
Where am I? And he like looks around.
Get easy.
Ugh.
I'm going to attempt to grab your forearm and just pull you a few feet away, Bob. I appreciate the forthrightness, but you need to keep it down about.
Can you fix it
We
again?
don't want panic to spread.
Okay, untighten it. And then
Okay.
tighten it.
Right.
But he was.
Yes, we can tell him that when we're not, where people can overhear us. We don't want panic to spread.
Far away.
Interesting.
If the people hear that the prince might be a vampire, panic will ensue.
But he isn't.
That we know of. It is not easy to tell immediately.
Okay. Let's go back to the castle.
Yeah, I'll have Greg.
Yes, I'll pick him up.
Take him back to the castle.
You go back to the castle. A vampire? There are vampires here?
Yes.
She was very attractive.
Who?
What did she look like?
She had a red aura like yours, but it became small
But what did she
and
look
big.
like? You can't see.
I have no idea what she physically looks like. I know she can split her face. Your face, you're just like, what?
Okay,
Shape-shifting ability.
do I... Okay, so family members. Family tree time. Do I have any female immediate relatives?
Immediate?
Like, mom's dead. Dad's alive. Me. I don't have any sisters that I knew of, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any other siblings, best of my knowledge.
Yep.
I obviously have an aunt. Cool.
Or at least you think is your aunt.
Yeah. Looked enough like my dad that it was probably
Mhm.
his sister. Hey. And so shapeshifting, it's pretty normal. How big was shapeshifting doesn't help. Okay. So female relative. None really that I know of outside of my aunt. Possible my dad remarried or found a new person. Shapeshifting. Okay. Well,
Can you roll? This is specifically about your knowledge of vampires.
yeah.
So I don't know what you specifically should roll about vampires. We decided like Arcana, right?
Arcana is what we decided for undead.
Okay. So roll
I
with advantage
okay. I'm also gonna guide myself.
because this is your expertise.
Uh-huh. E5.
Okay.
Sending me something?
No, I'm confirming vampire ability.
Rolling.
Just trying to get. I rolled. I get.
Garbage. You've rolled
I've
garbage.
generally been actually been rolling average, but I've had more bad rolls than
Garbage
good.
stats.
Like the highest I got, I think was a 19.
Well, that's pretty decent.
It's decent, but I'm trying to get above 20.
So, from what you 19,
20.
25. Okay.
He got a 19 on his 4d6 over there.
From what you know about vampires, the average vampire, like your dad, transforms into a bat.
Yeah, a bat, maybe, mist, and
Yes.
a few other small.
There is a kind of hierarchy of vampires.
Mhm.
Your dad is just a normal
Yeah.
vampire. Vampire lords
Mhm.
still have the shape-changing ability, but they can change into whatever they want.
Hmm.
As long as it's roughly the same. Like, if they're medium, it's medium or smaller. They can't become bigger unless it's like they can, have the ability to transform into 3 specific things, but everything else is just various forms of their body.
Mhm.
A nightwing bat, a large cloud of mist, and various forms of its humanoid form.
Mhm.
But even then, some vampire lords have the ability to shape into other things, not just those 3. And vampire lords are the top of the top.
So, for the sake of me understanding, are vampire lords kind of like, for example, sorcerers, where they may be just a normal vampire, but once a generation, there's a very powerful one that's born, or is just the vampires have been vampires forever? Just for the sake of me understanding the details of that.
Because vampire lords aren't a thing in D&D.
I mean, they kind of are, but not really.
Not officially. There's nothing fancy about
Mhm.
a vampire lord. They don't have special stats.
You just stack some more numbers on there, call it good.
Yeah. Is Drow Noble a thing in D&D? Because I know it is in Pathfinder.
I mean,
Drow Noble.
well, it's very specifically a stat block in Pathfinder.
It's like a
Not-
different thing in Pathfinder.
There's Drow, and then there's Drow Noble, and they're very powerful magic users and have a lot of stuff.
And they're kind of like
over.
they're born every once a
I
generation.
mean,
or
once again, not technically, but also
So
Locathal kind of was in his own way.
vampire lords are definitely. There are 2 different ways you can get one.
Mm-hmm.
1, they're born, and they're naturally like that. 2, they're a vampire that, 1, has lived a very long time, and 2, dedicated that very long time to becoming a vampire lord.
Okay.
The Burlord is not an official creature in D&D.
So it's and obviously I would assume that there wouldn't be it'd be very difficult for them to hide the fact that they were a vampire lord from certain types of magic. Like detect good and evil. There are magics that can hide from that, but there comes a point where, like, a lich can, in theory, cast non-detection on himself,
And they're still a bit too powerful.
but it's still a lich.
Yeah.
So in theory, it may be like, it doesn't detect as a vampire or an undead, but it's definitely not a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what I immediately hear is, if that person, whoever it is the what I'm looking for. Default form is the little girl,
Mm-hmm.
and this is one that was born into it, is what I'm understanding.
Mm-hmm.
If the default form is something else, and for some reason this vampire chose to be a little girl, whatever, we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it had the same aura as me and my family?
Yeah,
But brighter.
it was brighter.
Okay.
It hurt your eyes, even though you can't see.
It hurt a
Well,
little. There's not a lot of people with that bright of aura. That one guy casting the spell had a similar one. It was bright too.
what? Oh, the older...
But that was weird.
Well, he was fortunate that he was here.
I'm going with that because I assume he did cast Greater Restoration, which is what, 5th level?
Yeah, it's
It
a little
was
spell.
bright.
Well,
It wasn't as bright, but it was still bright. It was also
Like,
pure light
take,
yellow.
If you take a 5th level caster and a 10th level caster, based on how his sight works, that 10th level caster is going to have a brighter aura than
Yeah.
the 5th level.
the,
and that's-
the one he was looking at did not cannot cast 10th level spells. But yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm talking about, like, a 5th level person can cast 3rd level spells, and a 10th level can cast 5th level.
Yeah.
At least
Also,
in D&D.
Princey boy, how are you doing?
I just want to go to bed.
You need to rest. If it is
Sleepy
all
bed.
right, I have your permission. I would like to monitor you throughout the evening to make sure that you are well.
It is wise that
That's
everyone
fine.
goes to. You need to be up bright and early.
Yeah, probably.
We'll take him to
Sleep.
Wait, after this, 7 after we go back to the castle.
To be fair, it's
And deal
to
with
the
it.
altar. It's gonna walk.
yeah, it's like across the street and down the corner. Or
Fair
It's
enough.
probably at most.
Not skipping it.
My all
regardless. I'm the one who built this. I'm
I
very
agree.
excited for it.
What thing?
Huh? I said my family's gonna be a bitch to deal with.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for it. As a player, Edward's dreading it. Not Edward, Jacob's dreading it. Edward's excited for it, probably.
You own a bar, correct?
Yes.
We have some food.
We have some food and drink.
Well, I'll rephrase that. I have to stay here. Can you bring something warm and very strong? I'm
Liver.
gonna give you.
No.
I don't know.
You want to go to the
Your
bar?
average.
I'm gonna give you like 3 gold.
No.
That's all. I know it's a lot for bar food, but I want the good stuff.
I
The
got
stuff that, even though you're a
giving
good
you
person, is probably illegal.
The 3 gold. I want good food and hard liquor.
I was carrying Jacob's gold.
He is.
No.
Yeah.
He is actually carrying my gold. At least what the gold that was in the treasure. I have my like 10 gold on me.
No,
Please.
thanks. No, it's not your money. You didn't take it back.
Let's go play some music and get tips.
I'm gonna go.
I think
I'm-
you're
listen,
overestimating how
I'm
many
gonna
people are at
just watch over the prince throughout the night,
Mhm.
as we go home.
making sure that he doesn't
More people
exhibit
are
any
gonna be
more
there.
signs
Don't
of
we actually
vampires.
As you watch him throughout the night, sometime during the night, you like as he's sleeping, you notice he what?
He said turns into a swarm of bats.
I thought we were going to my house.
You guys are. I'm keeping watch.
Fair.
Sorry, those. Oh yeah,
And-
Dragon Noble are busted.
Yeah, that's why players aren't allowed to play them unless we're playing an epic level campaign.
We are
epic
all
campaign.
drowned.
Anyway,
He starts acting strange. He starts starts mumbling in his sleep. No, you don't understand any words. What languages can you speak?
I have Common, Elvish, and Undercommon because I figured those
Yeah.
two were pretty common in my household.
I'll go ahead and splitting the party somewhat. Leave mental connection.
Yeah, but he just starts mumbling into some language you don't understand. It sounds wrong.
I'm gonna just, check his head. Does he feel warm?
No.
He's just mumbling to him. A spell. Lyrics.
I didn't connect with the prince.
That wouldn't make you hear what's happening in his head right now, though.
It doesn't. But if he's talking, I can.
Only if he's talking to you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of. If I can make out anything that sounds vaguely like a word in any language at all, I'm gonna do my best.
It definitely sounds like words in a language but you do not.
If there's any repeated word, I'm gonna do my best, phonetically write down what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I hear the word, for example, I think what is it? Is hello in Arabic is salam or something like that. If I hear one or two words that are repeated constantly, then I'm gonna do my best to write that down as it sounds. Just so I have something to
but
make
yeah,
it-
there is definitely a word that sounds like it's repeating. Not like one after another, but it keeps
if it keeps showing up, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I cast one more detection good and evil on the prince.
Yes.
He registers aberration or
Yes.
dead.
Aberration.
Does it have his focal point below his head?
In his mind, brain, in his head.
But not the heart yet.
But it doesn't seem like it's moving. It seems like it's just right there.
Is it similar vibes to the curse that was on his family or something completely different?
Something completely different.
The wounds doing anything weird?
No.
Okay. Unfortunate. If it doesn't stop after the course of
It goes on for the entire night.
okay, then about an hour in.
It's not going to take very long for us.
Are you staying at the castle? All you were doing was getting him
Getting him
drinks.
food and going back.
Yeah, this happens
This
hours
is like
later.
this is in the middle of the night because I'm being the doctor staying up and watching the patient.
This is 10 o'clock when this is
I'm
happening.
waking him up about an hour after his muttering starts, or attempting to.
How do you attempt to wake him up?
I'm just gonna kind of shake his shoulder. Nothing immediately happens. Shake him a little harder. Nothing happens. Hold a little, like, put some water on his face.
What is it?
Talking in your sleep. Were you dreaming?
I don't think so. I don't remember any dream.
This sound mean anything to you? And I'll say whatever the one repeating word is.
No idea what that means.
Saying that, and if
Well, I couldn't tell you why. I have no idea.
sorry to wake you. Need to
It's-
make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, it's fine. What are you three doing?
Yeah,
Go
they
back to
bring
the
me
tavern.
back some nice
Back
food.
in the tavern. Play some music and get some tips. I start being
Greg, have
awakened.
you had a good day?
I'm just gonna write down Prince is speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Is that his wife?
Yeah.
Isabel.
Hi there. I'm in the shape of a very busty barmaid.
Greg, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes, honey.
What the hell?
He wasn't that when I got here.
He?
Yes. He.
I wish. And a wink.
No, she's fired.
Don't you be flirting
We're not-
with my wife!
We're not doing that, Greg. Greg,
I don't want to. This wasn't my idea.
kick her out.
It's not a he! It's not a she!
You're not welcome here. I walk out the door, change
Craig with his
in the
name.
alley, and come back in.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I know.
You know.
No, it's the fact that you immediately left, and then you left, and then immediately came back in.
Yep.
What can I get you?
I love a beer.
Okay.
He doesn't know the difference.
She does.
It's true, you don't.
I
Yes.
good beer.
There's this weird distortion in his throat as he's
It's
drinking.
like-
Neither of them He's very good at that. Can you sing? Sing with those lungs of yours.
No.
Hello.
Performance check.
My
I'm gonna
name
sing with
is
you.
Grateful.
While you play.
That's
I got a non-nat 20.
Questing we will go.
24.
a questing we go.
No, that's
Your
not a pocket.
pipes
It will be.
are beautiful.
It is my pocket now.
But we make a great duet.
And we get money, right?
No. I didn't tell you to do that. You decided to do that.
Right, but we're getting tips from the audience.
Yes,
What
how many
audience?
people
I
are
am
in this squad?
projecting my voice loud enough.
At 8 o'clock at night?
Actually, that's a decent time. Never mind. That's
Yeah,
probably
you're
when
also
we-
in the outskirts of the city where very few people live. There's
And
maybe one or
I'm
two.
going to sing as loud as
it doesn't
possible.
matter. It's a
You don't make
tavern.
very much money here,
Help me.
Aaron.
That's
How-
why I
know
went
that.
to the Prince.
Help me. Let's make a persuasion check and see if we can get any walker by.
Get more people in here. Make
That
me
is our
money.
goal. Give me a hand.
You do that, I'll pay you.
I'll give. How about you give me a hand?
I'll give you advantage. Go
What
ahead.
did you get?
How would you give me a
19.
That team
They get more people.
You dab.
How many?
What?
You dab.
I went.
You
How many?
dab.
How many more people?
Your wrist wasn't as limp as before.
I want some limp wrist.
Oh.
Stop that.
You
You know how
gotta-
loud that was? You grab. Don't do that! That's
So
right.
I will keep
Audio.
singing until about 11:30. Then I'm gonna disappear.
So, ready?
No. So how much what's the word?
Customers do we bring in?
Yes.
7.
Branch in your
Hey, that's
keys
better
at
than
me.
you had before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you get
About 7 more than I had before.
Stab the other one.
It's not cheap technically everything is you don't have like a wealthy inn. No. That's what the prince's job is for.
0.
Probably makes about 10 silver. Roughly.
So a gold.
A gold piece, yeah.
you make 13 silver.
Yeah.
Do we make a few copper pieces?
Yes.
It's
You
I'm gonna
make
disappear.
15 copper pieces.
Yeah.
You make
Oh no, he just
20
gets all
copper
of it.
pieces.
He gets all of it. Just no.
So you get 35 copper pieces.
Can you whip up the strongest? No.
It's for James. Mr. Edwards.
All right.
One
We can't afford that.
tried to.
I tried
All right.
I'll throw 15 copper on the counter. There you go.
Not enough, but thank you.
That is what he made.
Thanks. You don't
He
need
did
it.
not need it.
Nope.
All right.
He makes the,
Jiggle,
makes the
jiggle.
strongest
It
stuff.
folds.
You get some of the strongest stuff whipped up, Aaron. You take it to Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Mom.
And then you go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Do you do anything
String
else?
spit.
At 11:30, I disappear and go.
Probably gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go meet with the guy.
What time I get
Tolo,
back?
do you do anything?
Just an entertainer, man. I entertain people. They need me.
Sure.
The
So
people, they
you meet
want
up.
me.
There's 18 on stealth. Go. I'm just
This man goes to sleep at a reasonable time.
and
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
8 o'clock on the dot. No.
So he is.
Well,
going
it
to
probably
look
takes like a decent amount of time to get to the castle and back. I'm at the edge of the city.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, spinal.
He's going to have a full suit on.
So you're saying it's I'm the only
With a
normal
blood
person?
red
Aaron.
tie.
Yeah.
A blood red tie. And slicked
I
back,
know, but you're talking.
slicked back black hair, and one of those pencil thin curled mustaches.
You are 90s cartoon villain. Are you going to poison the water
Are you
supply?
going to try to fight the Ninja
Are you
Turtles?
going to go kill the Ninja Turtles?
No, he's going to go meet with a criminal underground.
So not much better?
So
It's
you
okay.
meet.
You might be poisoning the
You
the
meet-
water.
So you might be poisoning the water
You meet
supply.
him.
meet
You meet-
Grindel.
Mount Karis wearing the outfit you previously did on top of a small hill outside of town.
I'm Grindel.
Aaron, guys, I know
No, that was me.
it's you two.
I got distracted by his human femur in his inventory. I'm sorry.
You know what? That's fair.
We accept this.
My pants must die, so I have to stop.
Bro.
Hello, Malcatus.
Hello. And who are you?
Sorry for the act earlier. I have to act a little bit stupid.
Of course, dumbed down to their level.
So, I was actually going to talk to you about all seriousness joining your organization.
And why would you want to do that?
Ass.
Mass?
Why do you think an organization that handles everything matter? What could a shapeshifter want with that sort of organization?
And what can you do for me? Because if you do join, there are certain rules.
That's
You do what I say when I say it. No questions asked. And you will get paid for it.
I don't mind the no question asked. However, a little bit of freelancing. I won't break your But I have other objectives that I need to. But yours will get completed.
As do everyone. But I require time sensitive.
Oh, also, if you want to know this, a certain vampire woman happened to bite the prince.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Well,
Did
he
you
was
happen to
having-
catch her name?
Oh, dear. She decided not to say it. She turned into a bat. However, the dearest bone daddy, as the ladies call him, seemed to know her quite intimately. I'm sorry, my character's a lot smarter than you guys give him credit for.
Bone?
No, it's
Daddy?
not our fault.
The dear skeleton. The bard.
The face
Into
scarred. He's a skeleton, is he?
I'm assuming that.
Good. Leverage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
What's up?
I'm sorry. I just gave him leverage.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what leverage. What it's gonna do.
Yes, because it would be great for Tolo if everyone in the city knew he was a skeleton.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
You know, except for when the church finds out.
There's no such thing
And then Tolo
as
gets murdered
bad
by...
publicity.
Then Tolo gets murdered by the Inquisitors.
Anyway.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
I
No one
will say-
expects the
did.
Spanish Inquisition.
I will say right now,
Jeez.
you'd be nice. Although I'm a bit concerned about a certain cleric's family.
Oh, Edwards.
The vampire happens to be a part of his family tree.
Most of that family tends to be vampires.
That's a heavy one.
Yes. But I wouldn't worry. The Edwards family is a part of the Blailburn Coalition, the merchants faction in the city. Meaning they were acting on their orders, most likely.
That is fair, but I don't like the fact that someone is trying to control the priest.
Everyone is trying to control the prince.
Trust me, I know.
Everyone in every faction in the city is doing whatever they can to be in control.
I will say,
Hmm?
that little bond you just what's from my species? So I'm curious as to
Oh, it comes from more than your species.
Well, species is actually an accurate term because he's talking about aberrations.
Yes, he's not.
Intriguing. Dearest family lineage.
It's a part of the bloodline. I need you to do something for me. I would like you to bring the princess to me.
Princess.
We wouldn't want her to get in danger now, would we? She needs to be somewhere safe. The castle is clearly not safe enough.
I will do this for you. Of course. But as always, everything comes with a price.
And what is yours?
Dagger.
Just a dagger.
Well, it's never just. I don't exactly like dealing with vampires.
A holy dagger. I can get you that.
How could you?
Great.
As we both-
Like you as well. And one more thing. Are you staying to your mission? Zalthrakis wants to know.
Really? So different.
No, I'm merely asking. I am just doing as he instructs.
You should take care, though. Make sure. Oh, I stop sleeping. Body power.
As I walk away.
And that is where we shall end this session of Dungeon Finders.
We don't find dungeons, I swear.
Do 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 do.